Like a lot of you, 2020 was a less than stellar year for me, so I wanted to kick back, relax, and forget about all this tension by playing a video game we all know and love with my family. I was too lazy to break out the PlayStation 2 multi-tap for some Monopoly Party fun, so I did the next best thing and bought Monopoly Plus on PlayStation Network for $5. Biggest fucking waste of money I have ever spent on any video game in recent months, let me tell you. Because for reasons I'm about to disclose and get into in this video review, Too Long Didn't Watch, the game is one of the biggest examples of shovelware from Ubisoft, I think in recent memory, honestly, because this game was not even worth the $5 that I spent on it. First of all, they need to fix their game, because in order to get in without getting an error message, that's right, you go into the main menu, it says, "Welcome to Monopoly Plus." You hit X. Your PlayStation 4 crashes, it gives you an error, and boots you out of the game. Every single time. And you would think this would be an issue with the PlayStation 4, but it's not. Every other game on my console worked just fine. Everything. So I uninstalled the game, I reinstalled it, and then I decided to try it again. Same thing. I did this 3 times, and it still wouldn't let me access the fucking game. So I almost just gave up, got out the PlayStation 2 and the multi-tap, and wanted to put in Monopoly Party. That would have actually been a lot more fun, because what I was about to experience is, like I said, the biggest example of shovelware and cheap game design and just lack of trying I've seen in, actually, since Assassin's Creed Unity, which is also another Ubisoft title, believe it or not, from the same year, 2014. So why am I reviewing a 2014 game in 2020? Well, I just played it for the first time, and it's actually hitting a new wave of popularity due to the price cut down to $5, which, like I said, is not worth it at all. Do not buy this game. I wish I would have seen the threads with that very title before I actually bought it. How does a game from 2002 have better graphics and better design than a game released in 2014? It's laughable. It's insane. Half of the stuff doesn't even work. You can't customize your own rules. You can choose between a set list of house rules or play with the, I think it's like the basic rules for every Monopoly. You can't actually go in and customize any of the rules. You have to either choose one house rule or play with the rules of your region. That's pretty much it. You want to make your own Monopoly board and customize it with cool names and cool graphics? Well, that's going to be an additional $10 because it's behind a paywall. That's right. If you thought Ubisoft's microtransactions in recent Assassin's Creed titles were bad, there you go. I get really sick and tired of my dog character getting hit by the fucking dice. But I digress. It is not a good game at all. It may look like it has a pleasing aesthetic to it. There's no jagged edges or anything, and it's in HD, so I can give it that much. But the graphics are bland, the overall design is boring. You can only choose between 2 boards, a city theme board, as well as the main board, which is just the classic Monopoly thrown in there. But it doesn't even look that good. It's a Monopoly board with a boring-ass aqua green background with some graphics floating back there, and it doesn't look good at all. The graphics themselves, I suppose they do the job, but Ubisoft could have done such a better job with, well, let's just say pretty much everything else, because while I guess they do the job, aside from the lighting effects, it looks like it's from 2 or 3 generations ago. But other than that, how does it play? Well, let's just say that I get doubles pretty much every single time when I roll, so there's really no fun in it. It almost feels like the dice are rigged or loaded every time you play, and that just takes all of the fun out of it. I don't know if this is by design or to give new players a chance to experience an easier version of Monopoly, but either way, I spent about the same amount of money on this game as I did Monopoly Plus, and let's just say I'm getting my money's worth more out of Monopoly Party, which is 10 times the game of Monopoly Plus, which came out 12 years later. It's pretty sad when Monopoly Party looks and plays better than a game that came out 12 years later. My final rating for Monopoly Plus is a 4 out of 10. That's right, folks. Is it really that bad? Yes. Is it shovelware? Yes. Is it really bottom of the barrel material, Midnight Strike, you ask? And I say yes. I couldn't even get the game to start. I had multiple issues and a lot of playability concerns. There's no customization whatsoever. And if you want to play Monopoly, get Monopoly Plus. If you don't have a PS2, an Xbox, or a GameCube, or a Wii, or any way to play Monopoly video games aside from Monopoly Plus, go out and buy the board game. You will not be disappointed. So 4 out of 10. This is Midnight Strike 3625. Keep calm and rock on.